without the screen share. Right. Okay. కొంచెం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుందమ్మా, ఎందుకంటే బికాస్ ఆఫ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రికార్డ్ దీస్ ఫైల్స్. ఈ ఫైల్స్ను రికార్డ్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో అది నాకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. సో దట్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ జస్ట్ వెయిట్. ఓకే. రైట్. సో దేర్ ఈస్ నో ఎనీ ఛాన్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ వన్ అమ్మా. అందుకనే మన ఫైల్ బేస్డ్ సిస్టంలో నార్మల్గా ఏముంటుంది అంటే షేరింగ్ ఉండదు. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ సూటబుల్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ స్మాల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ సూటబుల్ ఫర్ big or large organization. While come to that one database approach, in this we have the shareability. So shareability means we can share the information or we can establish the communication between the databases also. That is advantage is there in database approach. The major difference between file-based system database approach is nothing but in file-based system there is no sharing facility. In database approach system, we have the sharing facility. Means we can store the information in a one central location. From that only, all the departments, including the administration and including all any other department, will share that information because the data will be resides in only one particular location only. So if you are having like that, it is very easy to update, and there is no redundancy will also occur in database approach system. So redundancy means repeating the same data. Suppose in file-based system, the student's information must have in administration department. Same the student information must also store in the each and every department. So you are repeating the same data or you are storing the same data in more departments. No? So that is called as data redundancy, repetition redundancy in the sense. That is there. That is the main drawback in this one file-based system. But it is not there in database approach. Redundancy is not there because data will reside in only one location. From that only you can share the information. You are sharing the information so that there is no problem with this database approach, right? So it is come to the third point of file-based system. It is cheaper to design. It means the cost of implementing this database system is very low. It means very less. So database approach system relatively expands to design. It takes the most. It takes the much of cost. It means it takes maximum cost for designing this database approach. And since files and application programs are come to the file based systems. For fifth point, since files and application program are created by different programmers, so there exists a lot of duplication of data which may lead to data inconsistency, right? So already I was told that consistency and inconsistency, what is the meaning is? Consistency means suppose you are updating the record in one place, simultaneously you have to update that same record in another place where it is there also. If you are not updating, then the data is inconsistency. If you are updating the say, if you are having the same information in more than one departments, updated if you are updated any department or any place simultaneously, all are updated, then it is data is consistent. So repetition means redundancy. It may be lead to inconsistency because the separate programs and separate data and separate applications are executing in different departments. So no application is sharing, no data is sharing in this one file-based system. So it may be chance to get inconsistency, but it is not possible in this one. So where database approach due to centralization of database. So what is that data in database approach? Data will be reside in one location only. In file-based system, data will be reside in each and every department have its own database. Not like in database approach. Database approach is maintaining only one database. Data will reside in only one location, which is centralized database that we are sharing. So there is no chance to get the inconsistency. So when it chance to get the inconsistency, whenever you are having the data in more than one place, redundancy is there, then it may be chance. But in database approach is not like that. No? The design is not like that. The data will reside in central location. So it may be not chance to get the consistency, right? So isolated data in this one, file-based system. Isolated means data is not sharing. But in database system, data can share. So central location only from that you can share the information. But in file-based system, recovery and backup is simple, right? First, now listen please. What is recovery? What is backup? Backup and recovery అంటే ఏంటి అనేది విందాం. థియరీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఇట్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ఫైల్ బేస్డ్ సిస్టమ్ లేదా వాట్ ఈస్ డేటాబేస్ అప్రోచ్? అదర్వైజ్ దే విల్ ఆస్క్ లైక్ దట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఫైల్ బేస్డ్ అండ్ డేటాబేస్ అప్రోచ్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ థియరీ ఎగ్జామ్. Now listen please. Recovery backup is simple in file based system. Recovery backup is more complex in database approach. So backup అంటే ఏంటి? Recovery అంటే ఏంటి? Now see this. Backup means suppose you are storing the information in one location. Simultaneously, if you are storing the same in another location, that is called as backup. So if anything problem is occurred in this location, you can take back the data from another location. That is called as recovery. So backup means storing the same information in more than one places. Or after storing, suppose taking the data in a disk. It may be hard disk or it may be pen drive or it may be ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ యూఆర్ క్రియేటెడ్ ఏ వన్ ఫైల్ అమ్మ మీరు సిస్టంలో కూర్చొని ఒక ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసినాం. క్రియేట్ చేసినాక సేఫ్ సైడ్ ఏం చేస్తాం? ఇమీడియట్లీ యూఆర్ టేకింగ్ ద బ్యాకప్. అంటే పెన్ డ్రైవ్ కానీ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ కానీ లేదంటే సీడీలో కానీ ఇమీడియట్గా మనం డేటా తీసేసుకుంటాం. లేదా వీఆర్ స్టోరింగ్ ద సేమ్ ఫైల్ ఇన్ అనదర్ లొకేషన్, ఇంకో లొకేషన్లో స్టోర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో వై యూ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ లైక్ దట్, వై యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ లైక్ దట్ మీన్స్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీథింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ హియర్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ బ్యాక్ అగైన్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ లొకేషన్. సో వాట్ యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్, సేవింగ్ and taking that or saving that in another place is called as backup. Whenever you have anything problem in this one, it may be data is damaged due to system failure or due to power fluctuation or due to some errors, some hardware problem, software problem. Suppose the data is corrupted, then you can get back from that. That is called as recovery. So when it is possible the recovery, whenever you have the backup, then it is possible to get the data from that location to current location. Means same location. So backup, if backup is there, it is if problem, then you can get back. That is called as recovery. అంటే ఒకే డేటాను ఒక ప్లేస్లో కాకుండా ఇంకొక ప్లేస్లో స్టోర్ చేసి దాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే బ్యాకప్ అంటాం. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, మళ్ళీ అక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడ తీసుకొస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ రికవరీ. సో దట్ రికవరీ ఆర్ బ్యాకప్ లేదా బ్యాకప్ ఆర్ రికవరీ ఈజ్ వెరీ సింపుల్ ఇన్ ఫైల్ బేస్డ్ సిస్టమ్. సో వై? బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సింపుల్ ఇన్ ఫైల్ బేస్డ్ సిస్టమ్ మీన్స్ ఎందుకు దీంట్లో సింపుల్గా ఉంటుంది అంటే నార్మల్గా data is independent. No? Data is and it works only for the small organization. So data is less. So automatically backup and recovery is also easy because the data will be reside in separate departments. But same thing in database approach, it's more little bit of complex compared to that one because data will be reside in one location. Maximum of data will be resides in the database in one location only. So backup will take the complex. Recovery is also complex. That is small problem with database approach, but major advantages are there by using the database approach. Um, Okay, is it clear? So that is one. What is that? Backup and recovery. And the next, see this multi-user access to the information is difficult to provide. So multi-user in this one file-based system, multi-users are very difficult to share the information. So to accessing the more than one users are very difficult in file-based system, but that is very simple in database approach because data will reside in one location, so more than one can users share the information. So allow multiple users to access the database same time at same time. So it allows more than one users. Multi users means more than one users can interact and can take the information at the same time also. So accessing that information at the same time of more than one users. But that is a little bit of difficult in file-based system, but that is simple in database approach. Its examples are C, COBOL, etc. File-based system examples are C, COBOL. But in database approach systems are examples are Oracle, SQL Server, and so on. And these are the applications can be used to in database approach that are Oracle, SQL Server. By using this, you can maintain the database approach. But in this file-based systems, examples are C and COBOL or different types of computers. So these are the some differences between what is the term file-based system and database, right? Yes, once again, I will repeat that because of it's very, very important for theory exam. So in file-based system, each application has its own private data file. One program will have its own data files. But while come to this one database approach, a database system has a collection of interrelated files and set of application program to access and modify these files. Right? So the programs can also share, but it is not possible in this one. It is used in small systems which requires few files to represent it. So it is used only with small systems only. It can be suitable with only file small systems only. It is used in large systems which interrelated many files. So this can be applicable to large systems also. So the design of file-based system is very cheap. The design of database system is very expensive. దీనికి కాస్ట్ తక్కువ అవుతుంది, దానికి కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ చేయడానికి. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ సింపుల్ స్ట్రక్చర్, చాలా ఈజీ ఉంటుంది స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్. ఇన్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఈజ్ రిలేటివ్లీ కాంప్లెక్స్. అదే డేటాబేస్ అప్రోచ్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడం కొంచెం కష్టం. బట్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఆర్ మోర్, బట్ ద ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఈస్ హై. ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్టాబ్లిషింగ్ ద database is also high, but it has the more advantages compared to file based system. ఓకే అమ్మా, డేటాబేస్ అప్రోచ్లో కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, తర్వాత మెయింటైన్ చేయడం కానీ స్ట్రక్చర్ రిలేటివ్లీ కాంప్లెక్స్ ఉంటుంది, డిజైన్ కూడా కొంచెం డిఫికల్టీ ఉంటుంది, కానీ అడ్వాంటేజెస్ చాలా ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ హియర్ see this files and applications are created by different programmers. So different departments can create their programs with different types of programmers because there is no any relationship between the departments, so that it is the different application programs can be created by the different programmers, but while due to centralization of database. So in database already we know that central data will be reside in central. So the programmer, the problem of data redundancy is also very less. So in this one, different programmers and data will also reside in different now. So it may be chance to lead inconsistency, but it is not inconsistency. It not get the inconsistency in database approach because data is sharing in one location. So isolated data is isolated. Sharing is not there in file based, but that is there in database approach. Data can be shared. Recovery and backup is also very simple file based system, but it is difficulty in database approach. Right? ఇందాక చెప్పాను నేను బ్యాకప్ అంటే ఏంటి రికవరీ అంటే ఏంటి కూడా మల్టీ యూజర్ యాక్సెస్ టు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ డిఫికల్ట్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ మల్టీ యూజర్స్ను యాక్సెసింగ్ ఇవ్వడం కొంచెం ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ వన్ వెరీ సింపుల్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఆల్సో అలౌస్ ద మోర్ దెన్ వన్ యూజర్స్ ఎట్ ఏ టైమ్ టు యాక్సెసింగ్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఇస్ సి కోబాల్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఇస్ Oracle SQL Server. Right. So these are the major differences between file-based system and database approach. Right. Yes. Are you understanding? అర్థమవుతుందా అమ్మా ఆర్ యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్ అస్మా
Yes, sir.
రైట్ ఓకే because of theory exam is in theory examination it is very important amma that's why I'm asking again and again right and next see that already last class already we have completed I think right so database stands for database management system. As the name suggested, the database management system consists of two parts. So DBMS and the full form ఏంటి అంటే database management system. It is consisting of two parts. Two parts ఉంటాయి మా దీంట్లో database part, management part. So the name itself we have that database management system. Database is the one part, management system is the second part. So both command as DBMS. Already you know that. What is database? Now see that. Data. First of all, data. The raw facts. It is a raw set of facts and figures associated with an individual, an entity, or an event is called as data. Simple ga, the raw fact is called as a data, right? So, what is the raw fact? Just I will give that example. Raw fact ante enti ante, if suppose I'm asking your name, so you are telling so and so name. Suppose I'm asking what is your hall ticket number. You say that so and so is the hall ticket number. That what I'm asking and giving that information is called as the fact. So is nothing but a data. And whatever I'm asking. So after asking, suppose you are giving something or you are telling something that is called as fact. So that is called as raw data, right? So that raw data that is collecting all the information individually is nothing but a raw data. Suppose you are collecting all that or forming or arranging all that information in a one that is called as data. So it is basically a collection of unorganized facts or concepts that does not convey any meaning, right? రా ఫ్యాక్ట్ అంటే ఇండివిజువల్గా మనం తీసుకొస్తాం అదే మనం ఒక అరేంజ్ చేసినాం అనుకోండి దెన్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఏ మీనింగ్ఫుల్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as data అమ్మ రికార్డ్ ఏ రికార్డ్ కెన్ బి డిఫైన్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ రిలేటెడ్ డేటా ఐటమ్స్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్ ద అబో జనరల్లీ ఇప్పుడు నేనేం అడిగాను రికార్డ్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే సో యువర్ కంప్లీట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈ స్టోరింగ్ ఇన్ 1 year రో అంటే మీ నేము మీ రూల్ నెంబర్ మీ ఏజ్ ఇంకో క్యాండిడేట్ యొక్క నేమ్ రూల్ నెంబర్ ఏజ్ సపోజ్ యు ఆర్ స్టోరింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ రో వైస్ దెన్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as రికార్డ్ అంటే వన్ రో is called as a record. That's it. So when you are when you are storing like that, or when you are arranging like that, then there is a relationship, logical relationship is there in between that. Okay, na? So that is called as record. So simply the record is nothing but the row of information is nothing but a record. So నెంబర్ నేము ఏజ్ మొత్తం కలిపితే ఒక రికార్డ్ అంట. ఇండివిజువల్గా చూస్తే రా ఫ్యాక్ట్ అంట, రైట్, లేదా ఫ్యాక్ట్ అంటాం, లేదా ఇండివిజువల్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎ డాటా. సో యు ఆర్ అరేంజింగ్ ద డాటా ఆర్ ఎస్టాబ్లిషింగ్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ద డాటా ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ రికార్డ్. అది జనరల్గా మనం యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం, రైట్. సో అండ్ సీ దిస్, హియర్ వి హ్యావ్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్. చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కూడా ఉంది. రూల్ నెంబర్ నేమ్ ఏజ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ రికార్డ్. అట్లా సెకండ్ క్యాండిడేట్ 2 అని ఉంది, సంథింగ్ నేమ్ ఉంది, సమ్ ఏజ్ ఉంది అనుకో, దట్ ఈస్ సెకండ్ రికార్డ్. సో అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ టేబుల్. టేబుల్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి ఆల్రెడీ మనకు తెలుసు. కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్, collection of related records makes a table, right? So collection of related records means the data is in the form of rows and columns. The two-dimensional data structure is called as a table. The collection of the columns of the table are called as fields. So here the names of the columns are called as fields, or it is also called as attributes or domains. So generally table is nothing but the two-dimensional, so it consisting rows and columns. So that columns are also called as attributes, domains or fields. Table అంటే ఏముంటుంది, జనరల్గా ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ రోస్ అండ్ కాలమ్స్. The row is the column is also called as field, attribute or domain. The rows are called as tuples or records. ఇందాక కూడా చెప్పాము మనం. So one row is called as a record, or one row is called as a tuple, right? So tuple or row or record, both are the same meaning. Table is also known as a relation. Table also you can call it as relation. See here, don't get any confusion. Table is not, is also called as a relation. In the table, the columns are called as fields, tuples, domains. Anyone you can use it. The rows in the table is called as tuples or records. So these generally will use the terminology in table. ఇది జనరల్గా మనం యూజ్ చేస్తాం. And see this next, database. Collection of related tables make a database. Consider the following example. Ikkada one example is there. So here see that in table 1, rule number, name, age, 3 fields are there, some rows are there. See that table 2, same rule numbers in table 2. Rule number is having the in table 1 same column, and the numbers is also having in table 2. Another field in table 2 is new field is address, but in table 1 3 fields, rule number, name, age. In table 2 again we have the two columns, one column is same in both the tables. And see the third table also, third table, in this also we have the rule number, year. In fourth table you have year, faster, but some columns are repeated in more than one table. If you are linked to them, or if you are storing and all these 3 to 4 tables in one place and establishing the communication or establishing the link between these tables and storing all these tables in your one location, that is called as a database. So what is that here is collection of related tables. So the related, suppose you are storing the some related tables in one location, then that is location, that is collection of related tables is known as a database. right? So if not related the database, if not related the tables, it is not possible to link between that. I will give the example. Suppose in table 1 you have the rule number, name, age, and in table 2, suppose instead of rule number you have marks, address. Is there any relationship? Is it possible to establish the communication between the two? Is not possible, because any one column is not having in more than one table. So how when it is possible to establish the communication between means whenever you have at least one column in more than one table, or one column at least you must have in the two tables, then only it is possible to establish communication between them. Otherwise, it is not possible. So that is whenever you have at least one column in more than one. So it may be two tables or three tables or four tables. Then now that is called as related tables. Right. So whenever you have more than one table, if the tables have at least one column is same in all the tables, then that is called as related tables. So then that tables only you can make the communication. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు టేబుల్ 1 టేబుల్ 2 ఉందమ్మా. ఈ రెండిటి మధ్యలో కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఇవ్వాలి. కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఇవ్వాలంటే ఒక్క కాలమ్ అన్నా రెండిట్లో సేమ్ ఉండాలి. ఉంటేనే పాసిబుల్ అవుతుంది. లాజికల్ లింక్ చేయాలంటే అట్లీస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ వన్ కాలమ్ ఇస్ సేమ్ ఇన్ బోత్ ద టేబుల్స్. Then only it is possible to establish the communication between the. So already you know that because already you have studied in last semester. Primary key, foreign key. And by using that foreign key, you can establish communication between the, right. So that is chance is there in this one, right. Just a wait. Once again, I'll open the screen. Screen పోయినట్టుంది, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాను. Just wait. Right. Okay. Now are you getting the screen? ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందమ్మా స్క్రీన్. ఇందాక టర్న్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయింది. పడచ్చా? is is getting, are you getting the screen? Screen వస్తుందా? Is displaying the screen?